In every sport, we love to celebrate the most valuable player. But today, there's a new MVP on the scene. And this one, well, it's not on the field, and you won't find it in the draft. It's revolutionizing sports from the inside out. We're talking, of course, about artificial intelligence. And get this revolution is a big deal, financially speaking. By 2032, the market for AI in sports is projected to be worth almost $30 billion. Yeah, this isn't just some passing trend. It's a complete transformation of the game and the business behind it. And to put that growth into perspective, a compound annual rate of over 25%, that's just explosive. It means the future we're talking about is getting here faster than a Formula One car on its final lap. This isn't on the horizon. It is happening right now. And really, this quote from Alex Kipman just nails it. This isn't about having cool new tech for the sake of it. It's an arms race for a competitive edge. And believe me, no team or league can afford to get left behind on the starting block. So what does this race actually look like on the field? Well, it all starts with the players themselves. Let's dive into how AI is literally engineering the digital athlete and completely redefining what peak performance even means. So this is where we get the concept of the digital athlete. It's a complete virtual replica of a player, built from millions of data points collected from wearable sensors. You could almost think of it as a data-driven twin, used to optimize everything from training schedules to recovery time. When you boil it all down, the impact of this tech on the field really comes down to three huge areas: pushing player performance to brand new heights, proactively preventing injuries before they can even happen, and developing game strategies that, honestly, were unimaginable just a few years ago. So how does it all work? Well, the AI sifts through just massive amounts of data, from sensors, from cameras, you name it, and it gives coaches these incredible real-time insights. It can spot hidden strengths, track progress with pinpoint accuracy, and even flag fatigue before it might lead to an injury. And that safety aspect is huge because it's all proactive. It's a pretty simple three-step process. First, you collect the data. Then you analyze it for patterns that might predict an injury. And finally, you give coaches data-driven advice on what to do. The NFL is already using this approach with Amazon Web Services to help keep their players healthier. Now, this data-driven approach flows right into strategy. For decades, coaching has relied on gut feelings and intuition. But now you have tools like Google's Tactic AI that can run millions of game simulations. It's discovered new corner kick strategies in soccer that a human coach might never have thought of. It's really the ultimate team-up of human insight and machine intelligence. But look, this revolution isn't just for the players and the coaches. No, it's completely changing the experience for the millions of us watching from the stands and on our couches. AI is creating what you could call the era of the smart fan. And fans are already all in. A whopping 54%, more than half, have already started using AI tools instead of traditional search engines to get their sports info. That means over half the fan base is already living in the future. So what is it that we, the fans, actually want? The data is crystal clear. We want a deeper, more interactive experience. The majority of us want everything from real-time stats and personalized content to even getting the chance to virtually compete against the pros themselves. And this demand is turning stadiums into smart stadiums. We're talking about using facial recognition so you can just walk right in, no friction, or apps that let you order food directly to your seat. The whole goal is just to get rid of the annoying stuff and keep you focused on the action. And speaking of getting rid of annoying stuff, this tech is also tackling one of the biggest frustrations for fans: buying tickets. Enter blockchain ticketing, a system that's designed to create a totally unique, verifiable, and basically fraud-proof digital ticket. Yeah, this technology goes right after the problems every single fan hates. The transactions are verifiable, so fake tickets become impossible. You can use smart contracts to control scalping, and because the networks are decentralized, the site won't crash right when tickets go on sale. It's just a fairer, much more reliable system for everyone. Okay, but with any huge leap in technology, you have to start asking some critical questions. And that brings us to maybe the most important debate of all: the human element. How do we balance all this innovation with the traditions that made us fall in love with sports in the first place? This is really the core dilemma, isn't it? Are we in danger of optimizing the humanity right out of the game? Is there a tipping point where all the data and algorithms start to overshadow that raw, unpredictable human spirit that makes sports so captivating? And this creates a really clear tension. On one side, you have the promise of peak human performance, deeper fan engagement, and even fairer games. But on the other side, there's the danger of losing authenticity, risking our data privacy, and spreading misinformation. This is the real battle at the heart of the AI revolution in sports. And these aren't just some abstract fears. Fans feel them pretty strongly. 57% are worried about the game losing its authenticity. A staggering 66% are concerned that misinformation could lead to harassment of athletes. And over half are wary of deepfakes and AI-powered impersonations. You know, Olympic champion Siren Sunby really said it best. The whole goal should be to enhance the game, not replace it. The technology has to serve the sport and the athletes, never the other way around. It's all about finding that perfect balance. So, keeping that delicate balance in mind, what does the future playbook for AI actually look like? Well, the next wave of innovations is already starting to break. And that next step is already here. AI isn't just analyzing the game anymore. It's starting to actively design the gear. Take Nike's generative gear project. It uses athlete data and AI to create hyper-personalized equipment, designing the perfect shoe for one person's unique way of moving. And that really brings us to the core takeaway of this entire revolution. The ultimate point of AI in sports is not to create flawless, predictable robots. It's to provide tools that can augment human genius and push the boundaries of what we all thought was possible. So, we're left with this one final fascinating question. As this tech gets woven deeper and deeper into the games we love, what kind of future is it building? Is it going to lead to a world of perfect, predictable athletes where every outcome is calculated in advance? Or is it going to be the key that unlocks entirely new dimensions of human creativity, strategy, and achievement that we can't even begin to imagine today? The game is definitely changing, and the final score is still to be determined.